And you open those big eyes and watch what the fuck this guy's doing.
Yes, chef.
Shut it and watch.
Yes, chef.
Shut it!
You see, I think what you did when you seasoned them, you just hit the top with a spoon. They don't taste salty at all, do they? I have 3 daughters, Holly, Meg and Matilda, and they always cry in the kitchen, but they cry with laughter, so I'm not leaving till you laugh.
I am the one. Everybody dumb. My puns on my echo wood, then a loaded gun. I don't need to stun, cause I am the one. I do this for fun, I do this for fun. I am the one, I am.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to DVD TV, and this is take 2 actually. I did post something on my status earlier. I did a live pre-recording via StreamYard, but not gonna lie, I wasn't too happy with it because StreamYard has been moving mad with me lately. My last two videos, actually, the one I was late and I was drunk because it was my birthday, because I was in Jack Grealish mode. Apologies for that. To be fair, I was on leave, so I had a bit of fun with it. And big up to Ahmad and happy belated birthday to him as well. Thank you for his patience with dealing with my shit that evening. And even the last stream as well with Warren and Sean and Pascal and Bram, who came in like Randy Orton number 13. In fact, John Cena number 13 in the Royal Rumble. Big up to them for carrying the stream actually, because I don't know. StreamYard has been moving mad with me. ESCOM not doing me any favors as well. We don't need to mince any bones about ESCOM, because if you're in the Elsies River, Matroosfontein, Cravenby, Bishop Lavers, Bellard is any area I'm leaving out, you would know that we haven't had electricity since Friday 4 o'clock. So yeah, my electricity isn't moving too mad. So all I can say is about ESCOM, the less I have to say about it, the better. So
elke dag zonneke en dan dis 'n klomp kak om so te sukkel heel dag en elke dag.
Ja, maar luister nou mooi. Kyk, ons samel geld in vir Eskom sodat ons die turbines en die goed aan die gang kan hou.
Ag, ek glo dit nie, want dit is 'n hele klomp kak.
Maar ek sal mos nie met jou kak praat nie.
Dit is 'n hele klomp kak.
like Auntie Menta said, as dit 'n klomp kak. So yeah. So, like I said, I figured I'd bring you this content much better, take it back to the beginning, you know, where I started actually, with the tripod and, you know, the camera and in the room, of course. You guys wanted it, so I figured let me give it to you. Who the hell am I to let you know? But yeah, people, like, share, subscribe, of course. Big up to everyone who has liked the videos. I really appreciate it, it means a lot. Big up to everybody who has subscribed. Always people who make the comments fire. Big up to you guys. I know it's been a while since I've done this kind of content alone by myself. I like the streams actually, because I don't like listening to my own voice. I like hearing other people's thoughts and giving my input, which is why I actually brought Warren on as another Arsenal supporter as well, to give a different insight also and his views, of course. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to bring more of this content to you guys. Don't worry, the pro show hasn't gone anywhere, don't worry. It's just, footballers are very busy. Footballers have lives, don't worry. They have lives, they have wives, and if you want to see more footballer content, you can always go into my archives. So let's leave it there, but don't worry, I am working on bringing the pro show. And it will come to you thick and fast. And the players I am going to be bringing to you are coming from the big clubs in South African football, so I'll leave it at that. So let's leave it there. That is in the works. We're just battling. I wouldn't say battling, just back and forth with their PR teams, which makes sense, of course. But yeah, don't worry, it's gonna come. It's happening, people. Don't worry. So yeah, let's get to the point of this video. Let's get straight into it. So Friday the news came out late the evening. Everton has been deducted 10 points for breaching FFP regulations. They actually pleaded guilty. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I know exactly where this came in. When Carlo Ancelotti was at Everton a few years ago, I will hold my hands up and say I wanted Carlo Ancelotti because he's a quality coach. You can only look at what he did at Real Madrid. He went on to win the Champions League with him even after that. But Everton, let's be honest, if you had watched the Newcastle documentary, We Are Newcastle United, you would see that the owners, whether even though Newcastle is a big club, what plays a massive role in Newcastle growing and getting to your level of your big six, your Arsenal, your United, your Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham now with their new stadium, Man City of course, is that how FFP works is, if for those who don't know, is you need the revenue that you bring in off the field is what you can spend, if I'm making sense. So Everton weren't bringing much funds in because let's be honest, if you go to Total Sports, how often do you find the Everton jersey? I mean, my mom supports Everton, and she only has one Everton jersey. To be fair, excuse me, people. No COVID. Let me get that in there. So, like I was saying, what you make off the pitch commercially is what you can spend, of course. So that is why Everton, they pleaded guilty, they took the crime, and that's fine, but I think 10 points is a bit too harsh for me, personally. 10 points is a bit too harsh. And I don't think the punishment fits the crime, to be honest. I still think Everton will step up though. I still believe that in my heart of hearts because they're on a good run of form, number one. Number two, when you go to Goodison Park, it's a horrible place to go. Sean Dykes knows how to keep teams up in the league, pause with Burnley or whatever, but he knows how to play that cup football. And coming on to Burnley, I just think the three teams that came up, Burnley, Sheffield United, Luton Town, oh shit. That's the way I see it. So Everton will stay up. But now the big question that everybody has been asking me is, what is going to happen to Man City and to Chelsea? What is going to happen to these two clubs? Because of course there have been the FFP regulations with Man City, and then there of course have been other team who has had a transfer ban and they have been doing madness, selling their players to Saudi. In Chelsea, now look people, let me give it to you straight. We can all be lawyers, TikTok lawyers, WhatsApp lawyers, Facebook lawyers. I've seen it all. And to be fair, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And I respect everybody's opinion. I've got my own wild opinions myself. But what I am going to say is, you can talk about 115 charges. Do you know those charges? That's what I want to know because I don't know it. Educate me. Because I'm not going to come on here and speak about something that I don't know. So if anybody has all 115 charges that City are being charged with, please leave it in the comments so I can speak about it on my next video. Even better, you can come on a stream with me and then take it into detail for me and explain to me why you feel whichever charge should be deemed that they should get deducted points, relegated. And the same goes with Chelsea. The same with their balancing of their books, their FFP, or whichever. I don't know that. I'm not an accountant. I'm just a football supporter. I'm just a fan. That's all I am. And that's that. So, I'm not going to talk about Man City being relegated, being stripped of titles, deducted points, until they go to the court. Look at it, at the end of the day, like the saying goes, innocent until proven guilty in court. That happens in you quote that in real life, so apply it in football, the same thing. Man City feel they were not guilty. The Premier League feel that City are guilty. So now they're going to address it in court, and then they'll come to a settlement, and whichever the verdict will be, and then I'll make another video about it again, and we can discuss it. But, like I said again, personally, all I can say is don't get your hopes up. Money talks, bullshit walks. That's it. I can guarantee you City will come in there with some Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian, all those guys like Big Up Rick Ross and Ale Boumaye will come in there with all their lawyers and they will defend that case and they'll kick the case out. They will win that case. The same with Chelsea. Uncle Todd won't let anything happen to Chelsea. So before you go on your little stripping of titles, then this team should get the title, that team should get the title. No, I'm sorry. Maybe you would like that. That's you. You have your opinion. Me personally, I don't want any team to get deducted points. I hate this. I don't want Chelsea to get deducted points. I want City to get deducted points. If you are going to do anything to them, relegate them. Relegate them. Don't strip them of titles. Relegate them.
I will love it. And I think I deserve it.
Like I said, relegate them, send them out, and then whatever, let them deal with the demons there. But me, personally, deducting points and stripping of titles, what's the point in stripping them their title? You tell me. Nothing can erase the feeling I felt last season when we bottled our title. So, what is stripping the title gonna do to me? What's it gonna do? I can't take away a City fan's emotion from winning the league. It's not gonna give me back that feeling because I wanted it in May. So, do whatever you need to do, but then relegate them. Anyway, moving swiftly along, it was the Injure-National break. I call it the Injure-National break because there's always player injuries now. Be that as it may, we're in November and we are already up to our third international break, which is bad to me, honestly. Thank God I don't have to deal with another international break until March. But I knew the shit was going to happen. The footballers have been playing a lot of games. And I knew it was going to happen to a big player, a very promising player, and it happened to Gavi of Barcelona. He done his ACL. He is now facing 7 to 9 months on the sideline. His season is over. Barcelona have asked the Spanish FA, why did you let him play? Why? Because why? Why did you let him play? Make it make sense. Spain have already qualified. There was no need for him to play. Now, FIFA have to pay Barcelona a compensation of 20,000+ euros in compensation for every week that he misses out. But the bigger problem is not the money. The bigger problem is that is a key player for Barcelona that's going to hinder their season now. And of course, Barcelona are competing on all fronts as well. So I sympathize with it because as an Arsenal fan, any Arsenal fan will tell you over the years we hate the international break. And speaking of an Arsenal fan that's fearing for their lives, I'm fearing for my life tonight because Gabriel Jesus all of a sudden is fit to play for Brazil tonight against Argentina of all people, facing Romero and Otamendi, which is mad to me because he last played against Sevilla. And we cleared him as injured, and I didn't expect Gabriel Jesus, but what's standing for me is, I didn't actually know this, and if somebody in the comments can correct me on this, is that I did not know that if your club classes you not fit to go on international duty, the country still has the right to call you up and assess you and make the decision right then and there. Which actually makes a lot of sense because why is Saka playing for England even though he's been lumping off week in, week out for Arsenal as well? So that's mad. But again, like I see this pic of Jesus doing up the Bundesliga fucking logo on training. He's fit and he's ready. I can only hope he'll be fit for Brentford on Saturday, and I hope he comes out of there unscathed as well. But yeah, that's just the way I feel about it. And speaking about international football, it's going to get worse next season because the Champions League format is changing. So if you look at this graphic over here, because the Champions League graphic is changing, we're looking at 60+ games next season. That's excluding internationals. So we're going to see more injuries as well. So, I don't know, coupled with players playing more minutes every game, I expect more injuries as well. Arsenal already have quite a few starters out. We haven't played with our first team. And I think there's a lot of teams that can actually say that Spurs have been done with injuries now recently. United have been done with injuries. Chelsea, that I can think of the top of my head. City are missing Kevin De Bruyne as well. And even Haaland pulled out of Norway that could have qualified for the Euro going into the players, but he pulled out so that he could be fit for a big game against Liverpool the weekend, which I will touch on later. So it is what it is. But in the international watch as well, from an Arsenal perspective, Trossard scored, assisted. dead team. I mean, if Lukaku was bagging against you, then you're dead, in my opinion. France beating Gibraltar 14-0. I mean, those are electricians and plumbers. Kylian Mbappe going to 300 goals already. Big up the KM Express though. Still feeling needs to leave. And that is why I've never rated international football when it comes to this. I always like international when it is a major tournament. That's when that's the only time I watch international football. Even leading up to qualifiers, even now recently I only watched the Netherlands qualifier, 2 qualifiers against it, and that was it. Because it was Netherlands and it was quality football. But this is why I always say, you look at Rooney, and I'm just picking him off the top of my head. I'm not scapegoating, I'm not picking out any United fan or whichever. If you take offense to it, go touch grass or whatever, that's up to you. But you look at all the goals Rooney scored against Montenegro and fucking Moldova and Macedonia and all that cuck teams. That's how they build it up, and that is why today Lukaku has more international goals than Pele. But we all know he's the better player. But look at Rooney's goals at the major tournament, so it is what it is. Let's get into the preview, the weekend preview. Like I said, people, I'm not going to be doing a stream this week. It is my close friend's wedding. So I am leaving on Friday. Friday I am leaving. Thursday I'm very much occupied as well. So you won't be seeing me on any pod, so I am going to bring you the preview nonetheless. I will try to do a match review on Sunday morning. And then obviously I'll try to get the Podcast Brothers back together for next week Tuesday. But to dive into the games, the first game sees Man City, Liverpool. Not gonna lie, I still feel that these two teams are gonna run for the title. Simply just because I think my team is shit. And if you're gonna be having Kai Havertz playing at left back, which he scored from in the week, even for good, I don't want to see him anyway. The only left back I want to see him play is in the dressing room, left goalkeeper. Or third place, wherever, left back, ball boy, or wherever, but yeah, it's not like it's an Arsenal chat. Liverpool, Man City. I'm hoping Pool can. I believe in Liverpool. The attack is strong. I think they have one of the best attacks in the league, if not the best, in terms of goals being spread around. I can guarantee you now that about 4 of Liverpool's attackers will get 10, 15 plus goals this season. That's including Darwin Noodles. I'm gonna put my heart, I'm gonna go with my heart. I'm gonna go for. This is shit actually. Fuck it. I'm going Liverpool 2-1. My heart says I want to draw. No, my head says I want to draw actually. But my heart wants Liverpool to win. Just so that City can get another back step and let us, Liverpool and Arsenal, fight it out. 23rd of December at Anfield. It'll be a nice segue into Christmas. So yeah, that's my prediction. Liverpool 2, City 1. Next game sees Newcastle play Chelsea. I'm gonna go for my Toon boys, 2-1 Newcastle. Late kickoff, obviously my boys, my beloved Arsenal versus Brentford. I'm seeing us beating them 2-0. Last year we won 3-0. I think without Tony, I know they have one player, their left winger, out as well. Which is actually their breakaway on the counter. Mbuemo is looking in good form as well. So I'm gonna still go. I'm gonna back my boys. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 Arsenal victory. Then the Sunday sees Spurs take on Villa are in form. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Simply just because I don't think Spurs were very unlucky the way they lost their last 2 games. But I think at home I can't go for a Spurs win. You know what? I love you, Bram. I love you, but I can't go for a Spurs win. So I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. And the last one sees Everton play Manchester United. Worst time and the worst place to go to in the whole of the Premier League this weekend, given what has happened, which I've touched on earlier in this video. The Gladys Street End will be up. Everton fans will be up. One thing I've seen from Everton fans this whole entire week is they're gonna back their team. They're gonna stand as one. So I can see Everton beating Manchester United. United can't score. United have defenders and midfielders scoring for them. They don't have any strikers scoring for them. 2-0 Everton. So yeah, people, that's my predictions. Let me know what you think. I'd love for you to disagree with me. Once again, love for the love. Like I said, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. And have a blessed weekend and enjoy the football. Love for the love. DVD is out of here. Bless.
I am the one, I am the one. Everybody duck. My puns on my echo wood, then a loaded gun. I don't need to stun, cause I am the one. I do this for fun, I do this for fun. I am the one, I am